Hi everyone, emmy-lou here. Today I want to show you how to draw like beach huts in a seaside theme. I did it on my online lessons, so I'm just going to show you what we did because they were just amazing. This one is roughly what we'll be doing. So it's a little bit like this one, but not. Really, really popular one. Everyone loved that one. They came up beautiful. Then one of the weeks we did this one, which I love. Probably one of my faves, my favourites. So it's a lighthouse and a seagull, in case you're not sure. Then we did this last week. It was part of the online courses. Check out my link below if you want to do any of my online classes. I love hot air balloons, like I absolutely love them. I've got a birthday gift to go and do one, but not quite sure if I can because I think you've got to run with the balloon, and I've got my foot in a boot at the moment because it's not very good. Okay, anyway, what you're going to need is, we're going to need a piece of paper, landscape, pencil. I probably would try and draw it with a felt tip. It might be quite cool, but yeah, draw it with pencil first, and then maybe draw it with a felt tip, like go over it with a felt tip. Okay, so all we're going to need, super easy. First, I want to draw an ice cream and a lolly. So what we're going to do is, so think about where I've put it in my picture, because it's just there. It's not all the way up here. And then a little bit like a frilly skirt, we're just going to do wobbly line like that, like a little W's, I suppose. And then I love this bit because I love ice cream, so you can decide what you want in the ice cream. So I'm going to do a flake because why not? Love flakes. And then I might do like a cherry. I'm not even sure if a cherry would be in an ice cream. Whatever you put on your ice cream, try and do a line underneath so it looks like it's sitting in the ice cream. Might just do a line there, just to make it look like the cherry is shiny. Don't worry about this line because we're going to colour it in so you won't even see it. Then you want the cornet. What's it called? The cone. You want the cone. Got what it's called. So just crisscross. You could design any cone you like really, but it's normally got an edge to it, but I'm not going to add it because the ice cream's like going over it. What might be nice is the ice cream can drip. That might be quite cool. And then next to it, I thought I'd do something a bit different from the lessons. So if you missed this lesson, then you obviously can see it on this YouTube. But I'm going to do a circular lolly. If you can't get it circular, just kind of go over like that because then it helps. And then this is going to be twirly whirly lolly with a stick. I think I did it in my other video as well. Do you know what? I just did it dark so you can really see it. And then it's kind of got these bits. I feel hungry now. Okay, then you got a lolly. Do you know what? In Iceland, they've got these pink feet lollies I used to have when I was like 5. And in England, they do them now in Iceland. So I'm going to do this shape like this, like just a normal lolly. Don't worry too much about what it looks like. And I've got a stick with a lolly. Maybe just do a line to make it look like there's a lolly. It's not just a stick. Right, you could just scrap all of that and not have any of that in the front if you want. This is a foreground of the picture. So you could just not have any of that if you like. Or you could just do the beach huts. So you decide, because I quite like the idea that if you wanted to, you could have this and a seaside, so just palm trees and stuff. Or you could have just the beach houses without, or beach huts without the ice creams. So anyway, I'm going to do a horizon line now. So we're just going to go. When you get to the objects, just lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up, put down, lift up, put down. That way you get a really cool line. And then we want to go up, and then we're going to go. Super tricky to get it straight when I'm like on that bit of paper. Okay, now I just want to draw a wobbly line because that's going to, and when I do it, I float, 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 wobbly line. Because it's just going to be the sea and the sand. It'll look really cool. Now, it doesn't really matter what we use to paint it, as in we could paint it, we could use chalk pastels, we could use oil pastels, we could use watercolour pencils. It's up to you. I'm tempted to paint it. I think I'm going to use chalk. Might do. Anyway, right. Then I want to separate it. So we're going to go 1. Try and get them vaguely equal. This one's going to be smaller because I've just made them too big. So what you want to do is find out the middle of each one, because that's where the roof's going to go. I can never say roof. So what we can do is go 1, 2, 3. This will go off somewhere. It's quite small, that one. It's quite low, but it's okay. There's always something on the top. So you could do a triangle that's gone a bit wonky, a heart, circle, another diamond shape is what I meant, not a triangle. And then you want to do these bits because it's the tops of the huts. So just do that if you can, because the detail will make it look really nice. And then we're going to do a door. Obviously, if I'm going super fast, just pause. Just pause the video. But you could do a window, you could do a house, which you can't do a house. You could do a window, or you could do like a door. So I'm going to do a door. So what I'm going to do is work out where I want my door. So the door for me is going to go there. Now to get them all the same, just take the top, float your pencil over, and then when you want the door, draw it. Float, draw it. Float, draw it. And you'll get exactly the same heights of the door. It's like an orthographical drawing, which might sound a bit advanced, but if you drew a thin line of pencil, you'd know that that's the height of your door. It's a really cool way of doing the doors all the same. I might show you one time actually how to do an orthographical drawing. Okay, so we've got the beach huts. Now you can make them as simple as you like or as complicated. So I'm going to do windows. If you want the same windows, go across, line, go across, line. You don't have to do this. It's just quite good practice because you get the same height each time. You might not want to do that though, so you have a decision to make really. You can decide. You could put curtains on your windows. You could put a cat in there. Really cool, wouldn't it? So that's pretty much all my picture, apart from you could have a sun, you could do it going over hills, you could add anything. You could do a dinosaur. Like, it's really nice to just make your painting or your picture your own. What makes it look like beach houses, beach huts, are the lines. And not all of them have lines, but I did some with outlines and I kind of preferred the ones with lines. So it's up to you. You don't have to. You could do one with lines and one not. Someone did an amazing picture. It was, oh man, I just done it with a door. It's going to have a letterbox, that one, just because. Yeah, some of them didn't have lines, some of them did. Some of them had patterns. Like you could do a really cool seaweed pattern. That would look amazing. I'm not going to do lines for the... Shall I do lines? I might do lines for 2 of them. And do you know what? Why not do a sun? I love doing a sun. We could put flags on there. You could do whatever you like. You could put like your initials on a flag or something. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm going to focus on the doors. I don't know why. I just want to draw the doors, colour in the doors. So I'm going to do that door yellow. If you think about holidays, think about like really lovely colours. Like they've got some really pastel-y bright colours, as in some of them are pastel colour, really nice and light, and some of them are way bright, so you can mix the two. I really like this pink. This pink is amazing. So if you're painting this, just take your time. Ooh, orange. How cool is that? I keep getting that door wrong. I think it's because it's all the way over there, isn't it? Already that looks really cool, doesn't it? Now think about, well, I think it looks nice. You might be thinking, I'm not so sure. Right, think about if that's blue and you want your sea to be blue, let's make a bluey green sea. So I quite like holding the pastel like this. And, oh man. I'm going to put a bit of green in there, not too much, I want that grass. And do you know what? I'm going to get a bit of dark blue. It's hard because it's all the way down on the page. Okay. Whew. Might be better to do the sand first, just to let you know, because now I've done the blue, my fingers are really dirty. I'm going to do yellow sand. It could be a concrete path though, so it could be grey, that, if you want it to be. Because I want it to look more realistic, I'm going to do a bit of orange, just here and there. Right, then smudge. So with the doors, you'll smudge those as well. I didn't smudge them because I didn't really feel like I needed to, but I'll smudge them now just in case you want to. Oh, wow. Smudgy wudgy. Oh, it's like super hard doing this bit down here. The reason why I do blue and green is it just looks really nice. Whew. Yours is going to be way neater than mine. I've just swallowed some chalk. Ooh. Make sure yours is neat and make sure it looks how you want it as well. And take your time ultimately. Now I'm going to do a chocolate ice cream. Oh, it's all those. Picked up the wrong pastel. So we're going to do chocolate. I do like chocolate ice cream. I'm only going around the sides. Can you see? My flake's going to be a different brown. Otherwise it won't show up with the chocolate ice cream. And then I've got a cherry, but I'm going to leave that little gap so it looks like it's shining. And because the ice cream is this brown, I can just do a line of brown. If anything looks like you've lost the shape, just outline it. So what I mean by that is I would outline the ice cream in the colour of chocolate that I did. So just outline things. This is quite a long picture actually, I've just realised. Right, this lolly is going to be the best blackcurrant. Oh, how good is blackcurrant? Oh, there we are, really easy. A little bit too simple. Now, deciding on what colours is totally up to you. It doesn't have to be my colours at all. Okay, I like to not colour everything in. It's nice to colour just the edges because it gives it more of a fun look. Now this lollipop that's clearly delicious is gonna go, and you're gonna need to outline this little thing. Do you know what? It's like a life ring, unfortunately. There we go. Right, I'm gonna outline this. Woo! And then you've got the stick. Whoa. I'm doing this a bit too fast, so just pause the video if I am going way too fast for you. I just want to go over there. I think because there's so much to do, I just want to take you through it. Now, I might put a bit more purple there, I quite like that. Okay, so as you're going along doing your lolly and your various bits, just you decide what colours you want, because it's just really nice to do your own. You don't want to really, you could copy mine, nothing wrong with that, but it's nice to do your own. Okay, now I think what's quite famous is red and white for the houses. So for the huts, so I'm just going to do, this one's going to be red and white. Can you see how already it looks quite cool? I quite like blue and, I'm going to do blue and green, you know? It's quite fun to see what would work. There's been some that I've done and I've just thought, oh no. But it's good to just try. I'm going to do green and green. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that looks quite cool. Now let's do blue and white. And you are going to take your time. So I would say this picture probably takes you about an hour, maybe more, if you're depending on how you're doing it. I like the idea of pink. Oh my word, look at that colour. It's really nice. Got to be careful not to make it look like the lolly though, because it's the same colour, isn't it? Ooh, it's quite nice because then you can decide which colour you think's better. once you've done that, you basically, you might have to wash your fingers each time, but you've got to smudge. If you're doing it with paint, you don't. So that's the good thing in a way. And if you're doing it with watercolour, you wouldn't either. You'd just go over with water. So whatever you do it in, it's going to be nice and colourful, isn't it? Now the windows, this is what I want to show you. Like, to make it look like a window, just draw around with blue and a clean finger. Just smudge inside like that. Show you what I mean. Oh, I can't. Can I show you? I'll do it on a piece of paper. It makes it look transparent, like it's a window. It's really cool. So if you just draw around when you sort of smudge in, do you know what I mean? It looks like a window. Looks really, really cool. I like that look. So you can do that for each one, or just put curtains, or just leave it if you want. Now the important thing is you have to outline most of this because you won't be able to see the lines. I did it with a Sharpie in the beginning, but you could use it with a felt tip in the beginning. But as long as you outline it, so you could outline it with black chalk for sure. For sure. Now I'm going to do, I don't know why, but I want to do orange all the way. But you could change colours, doesn't have to all be orange. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing orange, but I quite like it. And just for the sake of the videos, I'm just going to do red, but it's nice to do different colours. Really, it looks more interesting. Like that, that's cool. Now you could put people in it as well, couldn't you? And you could do balloon flying or a kite. Really nice to do a kite. The sky could be a sunset. It could be a black sky where it's nighttime. It could be dark blue. I'm going to do a sunset. Looks amazing, just saying. But you could do like 2 different blues if you wanted to. I could do like a darkish blue there. Just got to be careful of the sun. Then I could get my lighter blue. Or just one blue, but I think it's quite nice as you get more advanced to art, you know, as long as you feel more confident and you're learning new things, it's nice to use more than one colour when you're doing something. So with the sand, we used orange and yellow. With the sky, we used 2 different blues. It's nice to incorporate more colour choices, and it just shows that you're more confident in what you're doing, so it's brilliant. I am really messy now. But do you like my, I like mine, but I think it looks a bit dark. Got to be super careful with the sun because it can change green because you've just done blue, so just go around it. I like to do a bit of an orange. I've got no clean fingers left now. Right, now if you're doing chalk, you can get a rubber and you can just make clouds with the rubber. It won't come out brilliant white, but it will come out in areas where it looks like it's a cloud. Can you see? Quite like that. Just have to press hard and do it. Or you can make it rain. I love the seaside in the rain. I just think it's really cool. So there we have it. There we have your beach hut picture. Really nice to put on your wall, especially if you're going, like, especially if you own a holiday home, or some of you own a beach hut, so why not put it inside? But make sure you outline things. So I would probably think, right, I'm going to outline all the doors in black chalk. I'd probably outline everything in black chalk, but I'm not going to do it for the video just because you can still see my lines. And do you know what's quite nice? Birds. It's quite fun to do a bird going into the sun. Not into the sun, but near the sun, because it makes it show up more. And then if you wanted to, you could get white paint or whatever you like. You could do some waves in the water with the sand. You could do some, it's texture. You're creating texture, so you could do that. Then you could get some white and do, like, you know, the froth of the sea, of the waves. You could do all white there if you wanted to. So there's loads you can do. You could do a beach ball. So have fun with that picture. That was one of my favourite pictures that we did of the projects. And as I say, look at the link below, like, subscribe and share, and I shall see you soon. Bye.